Be prepared throughout for offensive language and sexual themes. Tonight...
Order, order.
There's a revolution.
Anybody here ready for industrial action?
Yes.
Yeah!
What do we want?
Equal rights!
When do we want it?
Now! We will take a stand!
Yeah!
If we was to do what Jess said, will that affect our fee?
But the solidarity doesn't last long.
I, as a model, have...
Oh, she does go on, doesn't she?
I am anti-Photoshop.
Don't talk about wrinkles till you get them.
Page 3 is a British institution.
I think Jess should speak...
You've spoken about 3 times.
And, sorry, I think that's a very unfair
Oh,
comment.
here we go.
I feel like Anne and Amanda are constantly horrible.
Everybody drunk as owls.
Guess I'm just looking for something better.
It's eviction day, and an optimistic John is planning ahead.
So, sleeping-wise, if Anne goes, there's a single bed, I can get in. If Rachel goes, there's a single bed, I can get in. If Maggie goes, maybe somebody can go in with Jess, and then there's another single bed. Rachel can go with Jess.
Yeah.
And if Andrew goes, you can go back in with your husband, can't you? Because you like that little scenario, and one of the girls can come back in there.
I got you, John.
Rachel is checking up on Ashley.
So where were you sad last night, Ashes? Come here. Don't be sad.
I found Amanda shouting at me, very upsetting.
I haven't seen Jess wash up.
Hang on a minute, I've washed up all today. I'll tell you what happened. I said...
Leave her alone.
I'm honestly not upset.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
I'm not coming to badger her. Then when Amanda, like, launched at me...
Well,
was
Amanda is very, very, very protective of Jess, who she regards as a sort of surrogate daughter.
I know, but equally, like, I'm not the enemy.
I know.
And I think that just showed a bit, like, Amanda's character, that she has a disregard for me and my feelings.
She and Jay is talking about experimenting.
Sometimes somebody can have a little taste of something
Kick him out of the club.
isn't in there.
Kick him out the club.
She's still welcome to identify.
Kick him out the club.
She's still welcome to identify.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because if anything happens in that room, he's out of the club.
What?
If anything happens in your room, Andrew's out of the club. He's not in my club anymore if anything goes on. We're supposed to be meeting up in Chester to have a little night out. Anything goes on, he's out. He's not coming out with me.
There's been a few statements which you've made which I know are in jest, but I thought it would be interesting to dissect, which were like, when we're talking about if any funny business goes on, he's out of the club. And I know that that was in jest, but I also think it's funny because I feel like that dialogue is
symptomatic of reality and the way life is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm that way because obviously everything I've been saying here is about being a product of our environment, the way we've been brought up, and things we know to be wrong, we can't help thinking that. So therefore, that is a reality in terms of what I do know it's wrong. I do know that possibly that would be the way that things are. So I know that I shouldn't be that way. But at 54 years old, I cannot think that naturally.
No.
Yeah? Men are comfortable just being in a room with a woman, not in a sexual way, because they don't think she wants to have sex with me.
No.
But with gays, they're uncomfortable with a gay man because they assume that if I'm with a gay man, he's definitely going to want to have sex with me. Rather than thinking, just like a woman won't want to have, why would he want to have sex with me? And if he does, it's not because I'm a man, it's because he's attracted to me. Yeah? And that's why men are uncomfortable with being gay men, because in the back of their mind, they're thinking, he's looking at me thinking, oh, I wonder what he looks like with his clothes off. They think that about all men.
But the interesting thing is, with straight men, there seems to be something more fragile about their heterosexuality, whereby they're threatened by the idea that another man could find them attractive.
That's the thing.
Like, what is taken away from the straight man in another man finding him attractive?
That's the thing, because of the stigmatization concerning with the act itself. You know, if they'd be quite happy if you find me attractive, but don't even think about having sex with me because they want the ego boost of, yes, I'm attractive, but that's not what they're thinking. They're not thinking you find me attractive. They're thinking you're going to make a move on me. You know what I mean? They're going to touch me. You're going to want me to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can say, I find you attractive, but I feel that there's nothing going to happen, then I think they'll be more comfortable. But it's this uncomfortable feeling that he's going to pounce on me.
Speaker of the House, Anne, has an announcement.
Order, order.
Uh-oh.
Quick, quick.
Clarification has been received. Big Brother says that the cooks must wash up and that the cooks must make every cup of tea or snack for which we ask.
So if you want a packet of crisps, you've got to ask the butler to then
Does anybody here think that reasonable?
No. I think it's ridiculous.
Anybody here ready for industrial action?
Yes.
Yes!
Anybody
We
for
shall not
industrial
be moved.
Equal rights. When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Equal rights.
When do we want it?
Now!
Because if we went to a restaurant, the chef is not also serving the meals and pouring the coffee.
How are we moving forward with our industrial action?
Well, it's quite simple. We all wash up after lunch. Every one of us.
And we're all happy to face the consequences.
Make our own snacks. We're now in industrial action.
I'm going to stick it to the man now and go make myself a sandwich.
Yeah, you make yourself a sandwich. That's right. People need to decide that they're going to wash up. Other people need to decide that they're going to do something else. So that everybody, except Shane, who hasn't voted for action, everybody actually is in the action.
I will gladly make you your coffee, Anne. It's no problem.
I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee.
Can I please make that for you?
No, you cannot, because we're part of industrial action now.
Okay, I ain't going to argue, but okay.
I like the way you think, Shane. You're like,
Shane,
don't...
I'm with you. I'm not engaging in industrial action now because you're the worker. If you and John say, right, we ain't doing it anymore, then I will support you.
Sure thing.
But
Well,
as
we're
long as
cool.
you're happy to make my drinks,
Yeah, I'm happy.
then I am not rocking your boat.
We need to ask John.
2 scabs.
With industrial action on the agenda, housemates are wondering if it's worth the whisk.
So the reason we're here today is because we have recognised an injustice. Big Brother has ruled that the burden of the cooking, the washing up and the preparation of snacks, cups of tea and everything has to go to the 2 people who are in that role, which at the moment is John and Shane. Yeah. But could be, at any point in the future, any single person here.
I concur.
Yeah, revolution sounds sweet as and that, but...
As and that?
Will that affect our fee?
Potentially, because
if that affects my fee, yeah...
Right. I said from the beginning, I think that... why am I holding this up? I said from the beginning that I think that the people that do not have jobs should be able to help. That's all I'm saying.
Danny, you're on your own.
Yes.
If they do take other things away from us, we revolt even further.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So they say Big Brother House is live. None of us will be seen. We'll hide under bed. We will take a stand.
Yeah! What we need to remember is that we're doing this as a team.
Now, order. I would very much like a full-scale industrial action.
Yes!
But if all of us are going to suffer the consequences, then all of us have to be agreed that this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
If we're all in it, we can all do it.
Concurred. I agree with that.
This might not be what we want now, but it's what we may want in future. And this is our right as free human beings to fight for what we want. Okay? I feel like we all need to get behind this, and we need to think as a team. Big Brother cannot give us water, hairdryers, food. Screw them. We need to fight for our right.
What if we don't get any more refreshments? Would you change your mind again?
Order. You have to have the whisk. In the spirit of compromise.
Great, she's not a microphone.
I know, but I'm using it as a microphone. This rule may only obtain until the end of tonight. Right. If Big Brother is a compassionate overlord, Big Brother may look kindly on us being obedient housemates until tonight. And I suggest that industrial action should be put on pause pending tomorrow. Thank you.
Would you like to say something?
Yeah. Just don't put it to your mouth.
Right, I've heard all of what you had to say and taken on board.
As one man that stands behind the kitchen with John, I can only talk for myself. And I understand that I'm prepared to do any work for anybody. I understand what Rachel is saying. Quite love the fact that tonight could change all anyway, and therefore think today we should remain as it is. Put this revolution on hold. But tomorrow morning, if it's still the same, we will fuck shit up.
Coming up, Amanda loses her cool.
I am not blaming you. Why would I blame you?
Well, because I had it for my nostril hair.
Well, I don't care about your nostril hair.
Be prepared for offensive language and sexual themes. For today's task, Big Brother has called Amanda to the diary room.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
Are you feeling particularly flamboyant today?
No. Was there a reason you asked?
Big Brother hopes that you're feeling creative and theatrical.
Yes.
As Big Brother has a special task for you today.
Oh. Yes.
Because of your illustrious career in the business we call show, Big Brother wants you to go on a secret mission to be as showbiz as possible in the house without rousing suspicion amongst your fellow housemates.
Okay.
Big Brother wants to see flamboyance, drama and flair.
Okay.
But what Amanda doesn't know is that sneaky old Big Brother has also been speaking to Wayne.
For every showbiz action Amanda takes, you must endeavour to outdo and outshine her by joining in or stealing the limelight.
Oh, God. Oh, no. She'll kill me.
Amanda, break a leg, but not literally, please.
Listen, don't say that to me because it could happen. Right, I'm going now. Thank you very much indeed.
First, Amanda must tell a fabulous showbiz story with as many celebrity name drops as possible.
Hello, my darlings. Are you all right?
Yes.
This is Big Brother. She's going to tell her showbiz story in the kitchen.
I was just recalling.
What was this?
I was just recalling.
What?
While I was sitting on the lavatory.
What?
You know how things kind of flick into your head, like remembering theatrical stories?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was just remembering we were asked to Buckingham Palace.
Were you?
To do a live television.
No.
And we went to Buckingham Palace where we had all the royals sitting down, the old royals sitting down in the thing.
Yeah.
And we had to get up on stage and do a bit of the show.
With the royals, you mean? I had a problem once. I was.
Shane, could you pass that
Prince
knife and fork to me,
Philip
please, mate?
was in the audience with the royal family, you know,
Yeah.
and all that. David Niven, Mia Farrow, and the Queen was there with Prince Charles and everybody.
Oh
and in the middle of this very classical routine I was doing, I was wearing trousers and the belt came undone and the flies came undone and opened me to a fleshy jockstrap. And
he said, bravo.
No, he didn't. He came back in the line of, and I didn't know it had happened.
Bring the curtain down.
Yeah, more or less.
Next, Amanda must sing a made-up song.
Hello, darlings.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
What she doesn't know is that Wayne is gonna try and out-sing her.
Here we are sitting in this house, and it is not quite like a little mouse. Soon all our friends will be taken away, and we would much rather have them stay. If they stayed, we would be so glad, and if they go,
But if they
we
go...
would be really sad.
She's mad as out of this one.
I think we're gradually all losing the plot.
I don't want the nominated ones to go. Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. I don't want the nominated ones to go. That would be a really bad show, Big Brother. Don't let them go, don't let them go, don't let them go. In this house! In this house! Oh, I'm not. I'm not taking anything.
Finally, Amanda must throw a showbiz diva tantrum, but Wayne must try and outdo her.
I cannot bloody believe it.
What? What, Amanda? What?
Now,
what?
I just left here. You haven't got my mirror, have you?
No.
Wayne, you better go and find Amanda.
No help from anybody of any sort? Where or what?
Don't you start.
Has anybody in here?
What?
I don't know where my magnifying mirror is now.
Oh, no,
Not
I
the
had
slight-
it.
No, you didn't have it. I picked it up myself and lost it.
Well, try and
because
look
I'm a
at-
complete bloody idiot. It's all right. It's
Just
all
be
right.
calm.
I just go and look for it.
No. Okay.
Has anybody in here seen that, my thing? Because I cannot find it and somebody's moved it.
What thing?
Well, I had it last. I hope you didn't think it was me.
it is not you. It is not you. It's all right. It's just I cannot see things.
Yeah, but
when
I
can't-
think you're blaming me for this.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anybody.
Oh, don't
at
listen
all.
to that.
I'm not. No,
I think you're blaming
please.
me.
I am not blaming you. Why would I blame you?
Well, because I had it for my nostril hair.
Well, I don't care about
And
your
I didn't
nostril
lose it for...
hair.
I haven't got it. Shall we look in the men's room again?
All right.
Well, let's
Sorry.
look in the men's room again. Honestly, Amanda. God, what was you doing? It's so theatrical.
Has anybody over there got my mirror?
Has anybody got a mirror over there? Because I'm
anybody got
getting
it? 'Cause
really
I've
angry at
lost
this.
it.
I haven't got it.
Because I had it
don't have
last.
What's going on?
What is going on?
It just came out to a big argument.
I had a mirror, and it's got two sides to it. I was cleaning it.
He was cleaning his nose hair. Now he's lost it. Now I can't
Yes.
see my bloody face.
Aren't I
anymore.
allowed to clean my nose hair? Men have
Not in
problems
my mirror.
like women do, don't they?
I don't wanna get
And
involved.
when
No,
I
no,
had my
if you
nose
haven't had
hair,
my
no, my nostril hair
I'm going to
shaver
look.
didn't
I'm
work.
going to
I
look
don't think
for
it's
it.
my fault, do you?
It's
Do you think
not.
it's my fault?
No.
Darling! How do you think we're all going fucking crazy?
We're going crazy
I think
in
so,
here.
mate.
Earlier today, Amanda was set a secret mission to be as showbiz as possible without being detected by the rest of the house.
Yes.
What Amanda didn't know was that Wayne was also set on a secret mission
I know that you dropped all those names, you
to
bastard.
outshine and out-showbiz her by being more outrageous, more flamboyant and more dramatic than Amanda.
You both seem completely normal to me.
Yeah.
For being sufficiently showbiz, Wayne and Amanda are sharing some fizz.
Did you ever think anybody's... What have you
Better out than it.
Oh, my God.
When you pulled away.
So sorry.
It's all right,
I'm
dear.
so you wasted half your champagne. I do think, I'll tell you what, both of we've been lucky about in different ways. It was a privilege as far as I was concerned to work in Coronation Street at that time because you were part of it. And now, in retrospect, although it was looked down upon, I was very lucky to have been in the carry-ons. At the time, I never thought anything of them. But you think, and look at you.
Do you know one of the great moments of my life, well, not of my life, but I was doing a Raw Variety. I did about 4 or 5 of those, and I was coming on stage, and guess who announced me? Gene Kelly.
You've got so many wonderful memories. My little treasure, you deserve them all. Every single one of them.
Housemates are getting ready for tonight's eviction.
Girl, you bad, they ain't with you. I need you bad, let me stay with you. I want you bad, won't play with you. No, I'll be driving you crazy. Want you bad, won't play with you. Need you bad, let me stay with you. Only be one, baby.
Wayne needs to get something off his chest.
I don't mind when people call, oh, she's this and she's that. I find it monotonous, but I don't, that's all the fun of it.
Yeah.
And I say she.
I find the sexualized nature of the conversation to be
intimidating
and a little just unnecessary.
Uncool.
And it's funny because I will sometimes I'll banter back, but as what to me feels like a defense mechanism kind of thing.
Well, you're trying to keep in with the boys,
Exactly,
basically,
yeah.
because we're the gay ones.
Yeah.
So you don't want to show that you're not
The weakness.
a weakness.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not doing it anymore.
I hope I'm not doing that.
No, it's more
Well,
just
you do
like...
a bit. If it was showbiz, we'd all know when to stop, when to stop.
Yeah.
But so they have a banter, and you join in because it's all banter, but you don't realise every other word is a swear word or a connotation.
A connotation.
We all get drawn into it,
Yeah.
and it gets loud, and we've had a few drinks, and we all go in. I go in as well,
Yeah.
and then suddenly we're going.
We're quite
I'm
deep
thinking,
then.
this is getting a bit too much.
There's a few times
So, but I
today-
think we have to find a little strategy without looking like we're spoil sports.
Yeah.
I need to pee. I'm going to pee in the next break. There may be something else in there.
Why are you still being so naughty? What's happened to you?
I think, this is what I'm like in real life.
You went back.
Oh my God, defo do lunch then.
Oh, they were all the time. Well, I did have...
Both of them at the same time.
Is the right answer. I know who did all this.
Stop now, Jesus. You've got mental. Just stop.
Oh, stop
I can't stand up now either. Do you reckon with this they won't be able to hear or use what we're saying, but
Of course they can't.
oh, is that why you're being so naughty?
None of this has been used.
I'm not sure.
Can't possibly be.
Oh.
You're joking.
Celebrity Big Brother house. This is Emma.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Pee. I need to
Oh, we can just hear her.
Andrew. Anne. John. Maggie. Rachel.
Yeah, it's nice.
Tonight is a double eviction.
Oh, that was a double eviction.
I can now reveal the person first to leave the house tonight is... Rachel.
Bye, guys.
My house, Mummy. I know. You're gonna make her proud, though.
Maggie.
Love you, Max!
Thanks, folks.
Did they
Thanks,
shout?
folks.
Yeah.
Man. John Buns.
I was looking forward to some songs.
Sneakers now.
You have to wait a little bit longer,
John Buns. You made it, baby.
Courtney is filling Malika in on her earlier conversation with John.
And had a good chat with him, and he was like, yeah, I totally hear what you're saying, and I understand that is completely how I would react because that's the world I've grown up in. And he didn't say like, thanks for bringing it up, I'll think differently, but he did give a well-considered answer and sort of talked about...
Do you think it's because it's like the newness of it? Like you may be like the first person he's ever had that style of conversation with?
Maybe, but he does it well. Like we were sitting there and we were talking about like uncomfortable subjects for most straight men to talk about.
Right.
And he was just like straight-faced, honest, and he's like, my kids would probably get it and this and that, but he gave a great, more than you could hope for kind of response. So that was good. And I do like that about him. He's
Well, I think he's very open-minded.
Yeah.
Coming up, Wayne's having words.
Well, it wears off.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not upset about it. I'm adamant about it. And if you kept doing it, I would pick you up every time you did it.
Be prepared for offensive language and sexual themes. Following her chat with Wayne earlier, Courtney is giving Daniel the lowdown.
I was talking with Wayne, and I feel that although he enjoys the banter and the fun, I think that he, and even like
He thinks we take the piss out of him sometimes when we camp.
Yeah. And referring to him as she, I don't know, do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, but I do that because he does it to me.
You're saying she's naughty to you?
Yeah.
I think the confusing thing is because it is such a fine line where he obviously plays into the campness. And
what did he say?
He said, whilst it's all in good humour, and he said it gets a bit monotonous.
Does he not think that he gets monotonous sometimes to us?
I understand for him, who's an older gay man, that there's...
Well, I'll be a little bit more careful with it, but I mean, I just replicate the way he behaves with me.
You know why? It's because it is an easy joke. He makes that joke to deprecate himself, and when you make the joke, it reinforces that.
Maybe I'll have a chat with him later, I think.
Despite not looking it, Anne is delighted that the public saved her from eviction.
And how does it feel to be saved by the public?
Oh, wonderful. Particularly as I had not expected it. But I've been absolutely true to myself, and here I have not been politically correct. I have taken unpopular positions. I mean, everybody loves a villain. They may well have, some of them may well have voted to keep me in for that reason. But I suspect, nevertheless, I have made such an issue about equality meaning equality, and not favourable treatment, and I believe that does have resonance with the public.
There you go.
Where should I put it?
There's the... Push it in.
That was probably a lot more suspect than it looked.
I know. Oof, my dick's hurting after that.
Daniel wants to clear the air with Wayne.
Let me ask you, Wayne. I was just having a little chat with Courtney, and she was just saying sometimes... She said that you'd had a chat, or that sometimes...
Yeah, we'd had a chat, but we weren't going to bring it up till tomorrow with all of you.
No, but I wanted to talk to you because I feel like I've got a great relationship with you, and I joke.
Yes, we do.
And I joke
don't
a
mind
lot.
the lady bit at all.
Yeah.
That's us. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But I'd love
it.
you to tell me, because I would never want to offend you, do you know what I mean?
No.
So
well,
talk to me.
it wears off.
OK.
That's all. I mean, it's boring. And also, I have a reputation with children and with the Royal Academy of Dance,
which that. Yeah.
We need to consider it, if you don't mind. It's not me.
Yeah.
If I was camping about with my gay friends in London,
well, I'll tell you what
it would be one night only, but it wouldn't be a permanent thing every day.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, completely.
I don't want to be called the lady.
Yeah, OK.
All day.
OK, not all the time.
And
but
but
it was nice of Courtney
I felt that the Mickey was being taken too often.
Yeah.
I am the ambassador for prostate cancer. I am the patron of the Royal Voluntary Service to help elderly people, and they wouldn't like me being addressed like this.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That would go against you.
No, listen, Wayne. At the end of the day, we don't. It doesn't. We don't.
You don't want that.
No, and I don't want us to start looking at you being portrayed as a gimmick. You know what I mean? That's not what it's about. So, Wayne, I'm so glad that we've had this conversation before you actually got upset about it. So that's the best thing. So cheers.
Oh no, I'm not upset about it. I'm adamant about it.
Good.
And if you kept doing it, I would pick you up every time you did it.
Well, I've got too much respect for you, so I wouldn't.
No, but I mean, that shouldn't stop you being camp about me and stuff like that.
No, but it's the same old thing.
And you can still do that.
Yeah, the same old thing. It's just, it's not.
But
it's
address
not
me
even
as
funny.
who I am.
Yes, of course. I've been told off by Wayne. OK, thank you.
It got an eyelash.
Make a wish.
Got it.
Aye.
I think I ate it. Do you know what I wished for the other day?
A little piece of me in
you. Know? Careful.
Big Brother has given housemates a game to play.
Right, go on, draw a topic. I sit down.
Wayne, you go first.
There isn't enough room for this house for the two of us.
Single-sex schools are more effective than co-ed schools.
So no.
Against.
Single.
Oh my God, let's do this.
Okay.
What am I for? Single
Right,
sex.
we're going to pick 2 people, and the 2 people are Ashley and Anne, and Anne's going first. Why are you for?
Because statistics show that if pupils study in single-sex schools, at least until they're 16, they tend to get better results. That's the first thing. Secondly, I think that at that age, students should be without distractions. And on the whole, if the sexes are not mixed, then generally they don't have those distractions of a single-sex school.
Okay.
So who's going to appeal against?
Me.
Right.
So I can't speak on statistics, but I can speak on personal experience.
Oh.
I was forced to go to an all-girls school from the age of 13 to 14, and having come from a co-ed environment, I thought that a single-sex school was unnatural and caused girls to focus more on men than they did in a natural environment, which was men and women.
I agree. Every girl that I met from a girls' school was really, really horny for a man all the time, and I'm not just saying that.
I agree. I've met them girls.
Every girl I met from my area... Hey, let me speak. Every girl that I met from the girls' school and from my normal school, they were massive slags.
Really?
I promise you. They were awful. They were awful for
Anyway,
don't come with,
it's safe to say the first question, we had a mass debate about it. So what's the next one?
Second question.
Look, let's not mass debating.
Coming up, Andrew and Johnny clash.
This isn't about you.
No, it's not about me, but if I wanted
you're
it to
making it
be...
about you.
If I wanted it
You're
to be...
making it about
If
you.
I wanted it to be, could I not make it about me?
Be prepared for offensive language and sexual themes.
Talk to me, baby, where you wanna go? You keep pushing me higher. You keep pushing me higher. Oh yeah.
The housemates are still debating, and things are starting to get a little rowdy.
Photoshop photos should be banned in magazines.
What?
I'm not going to speak on every issue, but this is what I actually base my social media about. I am anti-Photoshop. I, as a model...
Are you against? Oh, well done.
Been in shoots where my forehead has been reduced, or my lips have been enlarged, or my boobs have been shrunk, or any of those things.
Oh, she does go on, doesn't she?
And that is why
Wine drop,
on
she's got
my
flowers.
own Instagram, I do not filter anything because I think that it's important to give a positive message.
Has anybody ever hit her hard over there to stop and talking?
That is my opinion.
I want it.
Last thing.
I want it, and I'm against it. OK, I think everybody should have it banned, with the exception of me. And every photograph of me is going to be retouched from top to bottom, and don't talk about wrinkles till you fucking well get them.
Next question.
One thing.
You and me on time.
I didn't mention wrinkles.
Get on with it.
You'll all be up to licking Botox anyway.
Get on with it.
Page 3 is a British institution.
Institution?
Okay, well, 4.
Page 3, topless models.
Wait, Jess should speak because Jess is one.
Ashley, put your card up first. Everyone has to put their card up before someone can speak. Hey!
I'm too tired for this nonsense.
Right, can we hear from somebody who's for? Johnny, do you want to speak?
No, I think Jess should speak for because it has been on page 3.
Guys, put your...
You've spoken about 3 times.
Not me, I said Jess.
I know.
It's a bit boring when everyone's talking, so I'm going to go to bed.
I'm not speaking, I said
know
Jess. So why are you saying me?
Because you're trying to impose all the time, but never mind.
I'm not, I just said I think Jess should speak.
I know, this is an unchaired debate.
This means stop talking and listen.
Someone's broke the wind.
Well, who are we listening to?
I don't know.
I'm not participating in this.
I'm not participating anymore.
I'm not
Because it's getting silly, because we can't speak if everyone's speaking at the
Just
same
getting
time.
ridiculous. What we should have is a chairman and some order.
You okay?
I can't participate in this bullshit. If people aren't going to respect each other and listen, you're sitting there trying to make a serious point.
I just said I would like Jess to contribute because she's a page 3 model, and Anne was like, "You're being too. You've spoken already." I was like, "I'm not. I don't want to speak. It's an opinion. Everyone has their own opinions. If we're going to shout over each other, I don't care to voice them."
That's not a debate.
Yeah.
And if that was the House of Commons, the whole nation would say that it was childish and silly.
Exactly. Here, here.
Here, here, here. Here, here,
Okay,
here, as we
we've got a
say.
chairman, come on.
But have you got order?
Yes, we have. We've got order.
This is my last chance, otherwise I'm going
Silence.
to bed because it's so irritating. I hate shouting like that. Hate it.
Come on, Ashley. Let's do it.
I just know that there are 2 people that do not like me.
Everyone sit down.
Yes, we have.
We're
We've
going to
got
do this
order.
differently now.
Don't you push me.
Silence. Silence. Please, everyone silence, otherwise this isn't going to work.
One person needs to
Have you
talk.
pulled
I
me all
vote
out?
Daniel talks for a moment,
Let
and
me
everybody
talk
listens.
for a second. Right. Everyone sit down. Everyone sit down. Everyone sit down.
Who brought the egg whisk out?
Can everyone just let one person talk?
You should talk because you have been serious.
Oh, right.
Can we sit
I
down?
am going.
No, wait. Sit down.
This is so boring.
No, come
I'm getting
on.
frustrated.
All right. We're trying to do it.
trying to get everyone to
You're
calm
all
down.
shouting, are you?
We're raising real awareness and real issues here.
Drunk.
Please take a seat.
You're all drunk.
Jess,
Drunk as owls.
We're doing it.
So
Ashley.
much shouting.
Ashley.
I don't like it.
I'm going to come.
I'm going to bed.
And sorry, I think that's a very unfair
Oh,
comment.
here we go. I'm going to bed.
But you said to me, Ashley, you've already
You had
talked.
2 very long goes, and then you were trying to take the order. In
No,
the
I
end, I
wasn't.
thought, just,
All
I'm
I s-
tired of it all.
What the fuck just happened?
And all I said
Yeah,
was,
right, okay.
let Jess talk.
Yeah, OK. Let's just talk.
So I don't know why you singled me out.
Only because we'd already had 2 very long speeches from you, and I just wanted to hear from somebody else.
Which is what I was saying.
Yes.
Let Jess talk.
Yes.
So me talking wasn't an
Oh,
issue.
dear Ashley, you take everything so much
No, I
to heart.
don't,
You
Anne.
do. You do, my love, you do.
And I
You had
think
a-
actually you take more personally what I say than I do.
You oh, that's
because
a
you
joke.
presume that I'm taking it personally. I'm not taking it personally.
Right, well, good, then we can stop the conversation.
So whatever I had discussed previously, that's irrelevant because all I wanted
I'm not
was
going to
for
answer you.
everyone else.
Not going to answer you.
Yeah, so your point is irrelevant.
Following the runaway success of tonight's game, housemates are taking some time out.
Booze out here, ain't
Don't get upset. Why are you getting
Can't be
upset?
whiskey, brother.
Because I feel like Anne and Amanda are constantly horrible.
Come on, there's going to be a clash of ages.
There's going to be a clash of
It's not a
ages.
clash of ages because I'm kind and I'm nice and...
And people see that as weakness.
Every time Amanda comes near me, she's rude. Maybe I didn't shut up, but I was very...
need to get her to talk with
I
her.
was very passionate that Jess should be the person to speak about page 3 because she is the only person in the
Here
room that
that's
has
done
done page 3. So maybe I should have shut up
Maybe I should have
and let
respected
Jess
that more.
fight her own corner. However, Anne being like, you've only spoken twice, we don't need to hear you again. I'm sorry, Anne, like, why are you both constantly trying to, like,
Yeah, but listen, Ashley...
push me because I'm a woman and I'm sensitive and don't tell me to pipe down when all I'm trying to do is empower Jess.
But they're all as drunk as owls. What's the point of having a debate in those circumstances?
They're not, darling, doing that.
Ashley, I'm sick of her picking a bone with everybody. She's picked it with Rachel, she's picked it with Johnny, she's picking it with me.
I couldn't talk as long as you do.
Well,
I can't bear it, the shouting.
No.
no, my
So
love,
I'm
I don't
gonna
blame
get
you, nor can I.
No.
Everybody drunk as owls.
People are different. People are different. I've heard her compliment her a lot of times.
Oh, you're talking about me and
No,
Anne?
I've got you back here, by the way. What I'm saying
No,
is...
I'm not disputing it. I'm saying she looks at the short game rather than the long game. So, as in, like, okay, instead of looking at you like a whole and thinking she's a good person, she's a bad person, because I've heard her compliment you a lot of times. I'm saying maybe she looks at every single decision as in, like, that's good, that's bad, that's good,
Yeah,
that's
but
bad.
also
Let me
she
say my
doesn't
piece,
look
though.
at compassion as
Well,
like
this is my piece,
a
right?
personality trait.
Actually, I am not even disputing
Ashley,
your personality
I want
whatsoever.
to say my piece on this
Apart
as
from
well.
that, I believe.
What I think is she's now lived with you for 2 weeks, which has felt like a fucking lifetime. If Anne doesn't like you for what you represent...
I don't
then
care about
fuck
that.
Anne.
She's had a lot of good things to say about you, And the thing is that the one, when she does have a bad thing, you can't judge her entire character from a bad comment. You can't.
It's not one bad comment, though.
Yeah, but she's had good comments as well. You're going to judge one good...
I've never heard
Have you heard a good comment?
I haven't.
Yes.
But what the point is here, that it's Ashley's interpretation of how Anne is acting, and clearly by what she's saying, there are more negatives than positives.
Why is she treating my kindness?
Because she's black and white. She looks at a situation and she judges
Johnny,
it.
I was immune. She didn't need to mention me.
Oh, shit,
So that,
man.
do you know what I mean?
I don't even want to get involved. I'm just saying in general, OK, if I've got a mate and they're my best friend and they say something shit, I'm going to call them up on it. In my eyes, that's
I'm
it.
the person that didn't want her to sleep by herself in the room when everyone was going to let her be by herself. Anyway, it's pathetic.
At least there's one housemate who's having a good time.
What's the crack? I don't really know what happened. Honestly, it was all going pretty smoothly and that was loud. Of course it was loud. But something came in about the page 3 thing. And that's when I went, you know what? Let me just make a sandwich.
Was it a well-timed sandwich break?
Hey, listen, you can't beat a well-timed sandwich break. When you see it bubbling, right? Just before, it's like it's a volcano. And you see the little bubble pop there and a little bubble pop over there and then it's pop together and then bubbles get closer. You know it's time to go and make a sandwich.
In what stage did I say something that was...
This isn't about you.
No, it's not about me, but if I wanted it to be...
about you.
If I wanted it to be...
You're making it about you.
If I wanted it to be, could I not make it about me?
But I think the point is it's about time, place and context. And I think in that time and place, I personally don't feel that your comments were appropriate.
But the fact is that if I come out here and people are, like, going off on one and I think there's a difference of opinion, do I have to keep my mouth shut?
No. We can reassess the situation in the morning.
You know what? I don't give a shit about it enough, but the fact is...
That's the problem.
You cannot judge someone on that.
No, but Ashley's personal perception of the situation is that Anne had been unjust to her.
You know what? I don't care enough about it. All I'm saying is I'm always going to stick up for the underdog. That's it. And you know what? If someone hasn't got a representative here, I'm going to fucking stand up for him. That's what I do.
Good night, Johnny Mitchell.
Night, darling.
Sleep tight.
Thank you.
Is he fucked off?
Yeah, he went to bed.
Uneducated prick, man. He's just played his cards, man. I'm not fucking letting him hold. The fuck was that about? I'm not being diplomatic in my stance anymore because ultimately that was a shit show. And what he just did was ridicule someone for crying, and he knew she was crying because it was fucking obvious. And he's lied and brought someone into it and fought for someone's corner when he didn't actually know anything about that person. That's what I saw from that.
Yes.
I thought this guy was going to be different to what he portrayed on the first TV show he was on, and he is exactly what he portrayed. I feel like the only reason he signed up with Anne is because he feels like she's a strong candidate in this. I'm done with him. The guy was a fucking shrew for the first 2 weeks, and now he's found a voice, and it's a voice I don't agree with. For me, Johnny's just played his real cards. That's him.
We're back in the Big Brother house with our celebrities tomorrow night at 9. Then right after that, at 10:05, Katherine Heigl and Josh Duhamel are thrown together and find life as we know it is a thing of the past.